Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Take it away.
No, you take it away.
You take it away.
No.
Good morning. So excited.
It's Friday. And you know what? I feel like it should have been Friday 2 days ago.
Sure. Yeah, I feel
but
that too.
it's actually Friday today, which is fantastic.
So it's been a big week. It really has been. And then I think at some point during this week, we both realized, oh my goodness, Thanksgiving is next week.
I know. Well, we looked up the date earlier this week. Do you remember? Like, we were surprised by the
November
date.
14th.
So, right. And we were like, no, it really is November 14th. Thanksgiving is a week away.
So crazy.
Oh my gosh. And this is a big weekend in Pittsburgh. Light Up Night is actually Saturday night, but the city turns it into a big weekend event. So we're talking about 2 days of events. And in fact, that's why we have cake in front of us right now.
Really?
Yes.
It's
Every
because
day
it's Light
it's
Up
food.
Night.
Oh, look, I don't want to remove it. Look, it's right in the shot there. But it's the famous burnt almond torte.
And isn't this your favorite?
This was our wedding cake.
I knew that.
Because it's from Prantle's. It's just fantastic.
Not because I was invited, but.
And so, well, this is before we knew each other that well. This was years ago. Notice how she did that wrong?
Wow, but
She
no,
just like, this is not that I was invited. I wasn't invited to your wedding either.
But you didn't know each other at all at that
right,
point.
that's true.
I mean,
There's
the
a
only
big.
thing, I think we had hosted one New Year's Eve together, maybe by 2000.
You had
But the
hosted?
connection was strong. We were like soulmates. We felt it. The vibe was there.
I will admit there was something right in the beginning, but yeah.
Clearly
and then we
not,
went to the
because you
Emmys
did-
the one time, and you scared me. Like
Because I drank too much.
you were just like you were having a lot of fun, and I was concerned.
All right, here's the thing. I don't. We talked.
Why are we saying this on TV?
Can I just ask this question? David, was Heather like the person that she was like, we're going to be best friends? And you're like, are we?
Are we though? Are you sure? I'm not so sure about this. No, all right, the Emmys you're talking about
Oh
in
my
particular,
gosh.
it was my first time at the Emmys. We got all dressed up, we had so much fun, and that was the first time that Frankie had said, win or lose, we booze. And so I just adopted that because I thought...
You know what? We did have a blast. We had a blast. And then
You know who was really scared? Our news director at the time, because I suggested that we lift her up when we won News Excellence.
Oh my
and so
gosh.
she was laying sideways holding the statue.
Right.
It was a moment to remember.
it really was. It was a fun night. But we're a little off track, as sometimes happens here.
Just
The
a little.
reason we're talking
Just a
about
little.
Prantle's is one of the things that's happening. They're building a huge cake, like a humongous cake to celebrate. They do? All right, we're being told right now that we can actually take a live picture
my gosh,
of the
like,
cake
you were
that is
such a
being built
newsman.
right now. Yes.
Look at that
this.
thing.
They're not messing around.
And wait, can we just pause for a minute and notice that Daisy has bangs now? Daisy, we see you, girl. We see your bangs. Robert is going to be mad he has to change all the animations.
No, you're rocking the bags. We love it. And this cake looks fantastic. All right. So we're going to check back in with them a little bit later on. But one of the many things that are happening as part of Light Up Night, we're going to tell you all more about everything that's going on a little bit later on. And also, we will have the results. You all have been voting on our Facebook page. What song will Team PTL sing for Merry Karaoke tonight? We will reveal it.
Are you ready?
A little bit later on in the show. No. Gary told me neither of those songs. He said, why did you two pick those songs?
We didn't. Who
Well-
did? Krista? I think Krista picked it. I think she had been pestering us, give us a couple options for weeks, and finally
And we didn't respond. And then, well, here's the bottom line. He said both of them are difficult to sing. Good luck. And I said, can't you give us some coaching? And he said, no, it's like, happening. You guys, it's too late for coaching.
I think that we all know the chorus for the two songs, but it's the other words that I
Right.
don't know, and the melody and
This
the
is why
tune.
we may fall back on the bum 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 bum.
Yep.
You know.
Yep, that's it. That's
All
what we're
right.
gonna do.
You know who can sing? Pink.
And
She's really good.
She's really good, and she's coming to town. She's coming to a big concert in August, on August 5th. And we told you that we're going to help some lucky PTL viewers get to that concert. And You're watching on the right morning because we are kicking off today our concert ticket giveaway to Pink.
Yeah, listen to what we're giving away. All right, we're giving away 5 pairs of floor seats, and the big giveaway is 1 pair of front row seats. So we're going to announce those winners on the show coming up next Wednesday. You have until Tuesday to enter. And how do they do it, Heather?
You can go to PittsburghTodayLive.com and click on the contest tab. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you know, I think especially with Pink, there are some performers, some artists who are performers, who do more than just sing. They are multi-talented, and I think that is what is truly special about seeing Pink in concert, is that you get a show. Yeah,
well, what's amazing about her, I think, is she's one of those pop stars that when you hear her sing other than what the songs that are on the radio, you realize, oh my gosh, this is not a manipulated voice. She is amazingly talented. And then she like does that thing with the drapes and like hangs from the ceiling and stuff, right?
I always wanted to learn how to do that, but it's hard.
Could we do it in here?
No.
Could we?
No, we'd pull down all the lighting.
We would pull down all. Krista, our producer, say, sure, we can do that.
Not a good idea.
No, there isn't enough insurance in the world for our company to let us do that.
No.
No.
All right, we wanted to talk about Scrabble because things have changed a little bit. If you like to play Scrabble, Adorbs is now official.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I mean, words that you probably would have been turned down on before. So now there's more than 500 new words added to the official Scrabble dictionary. So we wanted to share some of these words with you today and see whether you have ever heard of these, whether you would ever think to use them playing Scrabble. So they include dox, zoodle, ambigram, and zadoink.
What's zadoink mean?
We're going to get to it. But first, dox.
Okay, so it means to search for and publish private information about someone on the internet.
Yeah, so not so good.
Zoodle, I know.
Yeah, zoodle is a long, thin strip of zucchini that looks like a narrow ribbon of pasta. And zadoink,
very official
to answer your question.
Wow.
Well, I took it from their actual dictionary.
Yeah.
Zadoink means a hybrid of a zebra and a donkey.
Wait, does that exist?
You know what? I don't know the answer to that. I didn't go any deeper than to take it out of there.
Clearly it does,
right?
because, yeah, it's on the Scrabble official dictionary.
How did that even happen?
Or
Do they
is
even
it like
live in
a
the
unicorn?
same area?
Because unicorns...
I had so many answers to that question of how it even happened, but keep it clean.
I mean, I know the mechanics of it, Ron. I'm just saying, in like the proximity of where they live, I didn't know that donkeys would be in the same area that zebras would live in.
Well, perhaps somewhere they met up.
Maybe it was at the Pittsburgh Zoo.
Perhaps.
Oh, no. We're going to get an email from the zoo. We do not have.
We do not currently have any zadonks here at the zoo.
All right, other additions, deepfake, subtweet, vax, and guac. I use guac all the time.
Yeah, sure. I don't know the last time I played Scrabble.
No, that's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Because that's kind of like Monopoly. That game can go on for a while.
Yeah, true.
All right, hey, we want to get to your questions, the Friday Free-for-All. You posted them on the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page, and we want to get to as many of them as we possibly can. And the first one is from Robin. What famous person would you like to meet that you haven't met yet?
Ryan Gosling.
I'm not at all surprised by that, based on your reaction to his movies. I would say, you know what, I could pick so many people. I would pick Anderson Cooper, because I think he would be fun to talk to over dinner.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
And I've told you before that I had a moment in Philadelphia.
I don't know that I remember this.
So we were covering the Pope visiting Philadelphia, and he was up on, like, they built, you know, he's a network guy, so he's up in these big risers, you know, and we were down low with my photographer. But I looked up, and I saw his piercing blue eyes, and our eyes met. And we stared at each other just for a moment. And I had to call Gary afterwards and say, you know, I had a moment with Anderson Cooper, but honestly, I don't know that he ever actually saw me. I thought that he was looking at me. He could have been looking at hundreds of thousands of people in the crowd.
I had a moment like that with Bobby Flay in Atlantic City. Yeah, he was there. Restaurant, you know, they have celebrity restaurants and stuff, and so he was there, and we passed each other. I went with like a girls' trip with my mom, and we passed each other and locked eyes for a minute.
Oh, so you actually did? I mean, like you actually
we locked eyes.
Was it like a head nod, or like a head nod, or was it like a steamy kind of lock eyes?
I don't know.
All right.
But it was just, I knew who he was. I mean, this was like a long time ago, more than 10 years ago, for sure, 15 years ago. And yeah, anyways, that was my celebrity run-in.
All right, Casey is our next question. What's the first ride you remember riding at Kennywood? And Casey's probably asking because this week we were talking about the ride that's going to be unveiled next year at Kennywood, Spinvasion, which looks like fun. It also looks a little bit scary, depending on,
If you
whether you like
like
that sort
rides,
of rotating movement like that. But do you remember your first ride at Kennywood?
Memories are funny because it really is if you've ever looked into what you remember, it's always the last time you remembered it. Do you know that? So you
Right.
remember your memory based on the last time you remembered it.
So you got to keep remembering the memory or
So
you'll forget.
This is why pictures are so important. So I don't really remember the first
Right.
thing that I rode, but I remember because of the pictures.
So what in the picture?
So we have pictures of us on the Music Express, and I have a picture of me with my aunt and my mom and my sister.
Is the Music Express the one where you get sucked up on the wall?
No. This is
Okay.
the one where if you pick the wrong seat, you smash the person on the one side. It spins around and goes like this in a circle and plays music, and it's fun.
I don't even remember that.
Oh, it's still there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't ride it anymore, but it's
remember
still there.
as a kid, I remember Noah's Ark because you walked in and that was like the first thing that we always did.
Yeah.
But like my ride was the Jackrabbit, and I still love the Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
I like old wooden coasters. I really
I think,
do.
see, the fear in riding the old wooden coasters is this thing could fall apart at any moment.
No, they inspect them. Everything's okay, Heather.
One screw is loose, David. The whole thing comes apart.
Colleen's asking, David, maybe you could leave a bowl of food out for Marvin before you go to bed on the weekends so that when he's hungry at his normal time. Because had been mentioning that when I get up at 2 in the morning, I started the bad habit of feeding Marvin.
Yep.
And so now he is waking me up on the weekends, little swats to my face, little pat with his paw. And so I could try this. I actually sort of have tried this. And what I find is that he's not happy with whatever I put out. Like he'll leave some in the bowl, he'll eat some before bedtime, and then he's not happy with it. He wants fresh. He wants new by 2 in the morning.
He wants the filtered water.
Yeah, well, he does like his filtered water.
This is like a first-time parent. You can't, Colleen, I think that you're coming from a good place. But when someone's a first-time parent, they know it all, and they don't want to be told differently. Like, they know what they're doing.
No,
So,
I accept help. I really do. You know what? He just has us wrapped around his little paw. We're head over heels for this cat. So
wow.
I admit it,
Like
All
the
right.
baby of the family.
All right, Sudi's asking, when you do the fabulous food segments and you eat, do you get to brush your teeth?
That's why it's always important for both of us to eat the same thing.
That's true.
If there's a lot
Especially
of
when we
garlic
have
and onion.
garlic. Yes, that's important. I do brush my teeth before every show.
You do.
Every newscast, every PTL, I brush my teeth. But we don't get to during the show or after a cooking
No.
segment. Good question. All right, do we have time, Kristen? I want to know what you're thankful for.
And that's you can't just throw that one. Chris is going to hate you.
Answer it in 5 seconds.
Family. I am so grateful for my family and the love and support that I have from my family.
Yeah, I would answer very much in the same way. After losing my dad and Gary having a heart attack, the people who love me and the people that I love, so important.
Oh gosh. See, now
Getting
break
started.
out the Kleenex.
Okay. All right, I think it's time to wrap things up. We need to take a break.